Dust don't bury us, it polishes our names. Etched in river stones where your maps show no claims. You drew lines through our lungs, called it progress, called it law. But my grandmother's breath still warms this thought. I walk where wagons cracked under weight of lies, where cornfields choked on smoke and children cries. Yet here I stand, no ghost, no museum frame, just blood and bone that refuse to be erased. We're still all here, from canyon echo to city street. We're still all here, with fire in our feet. You try to drown our drum in silence deep, but the earth remembers every step we keep. Hey! Hey! Found a bead near the creek, tiny warm blue. Some girl dropped it running, maybe 6 years old like you. Now it rests in my palm like a promise kept. Wild pipeline snake where our treaties slept. Your textbooks say vanish, but listen close. Hear the rattle in my throat, that's the ghost you chose to ignore while building walls on burial mounds. Still we rise with thunder in our sound. We're still here, from canyon echo to city street. We're still here, with fire in our feet. You try to drown our drum in silence deep, but the earth remembers every step we keep. They walked 800 miles with frost in their hair. Now I walk 1 block and breathe the same air I share. Also meet Takuya, oh yeah, sing. We are all related, we are still living. We're still here, from canyon echo to city street. We're still here, with fire in our feet. You try to drown our drum in silence deep, but the earth remembers every step we keep. Still still here. Yeah.
Hello there. Hope everybody is doing well. Sorry, I had some technical difficulties there. There was actually some things unplugged that I didn't realize were unplugged. So I was like, what is going on? Why won't this work? And I had to track it down. I was like, oh shit, it's not even plugged in. That would explain why this is not working. Fuck. Excuse me. I'm just trying to. Was it 1:30? Yeah. 1:13. Sorry. Hey, no. All right, so I'm gonna share another screen here. So this here is, as you can see, is unacceptable fringe. where I got this from. Of course, we have. Oops. Some due diligence, and we'll put in where we're getting our. Oh, there we go. Got to do things right. So this was Unacceptable Fringe last night. This is Unacceptable Fringe. He has close ties to. He's been to all the Pierre Polyev fucking shit, and he's like super hardcore conservatard, like fucking big time conservatard. This guy, I don't know who he is, but he is from Ontario, moved to Alberta, and apparently is helping with this whole separatist bullshit. This is Tamara Leach. I'm sure you all know Tamara Leach. Hey there, K9.
Feel as far as the independence movement goes. I want to see Canada succeed. I absolutely love Canadians for sure.
Can see
but I think we have a real opportunity here, you know, to save what I would suggest is the core identity that Justin.
It's like Tommy Temper mods over here in Unacceptable Fringe. It's like Tommy Temper mods. The mods fucking attack you and call you names and abuse you. And then if you say anything about it, they ban you. So fuck you and your shit mods on Acceptable Fringe. You're on par with Tommy Temper's mods. Just pure fucking crap. Horrendous. And yeah, he was acting all full of himself, this fucking mod. Yeah, this stupid mod calls me a troll, okay? Meanwhile, I'm wearing my real name, have my real face, was at the border blockade, like completely transparent as fuck. And this dumb fuck mod is calling me a troll. Meanwhile, the mod's name, Master of Snatch 1645. Like, who the fuck is the troll, you fucking dirtbag? Hey, Troy. Hey, Coasty. Yeah, like this dumbass mod whose name is Master of Snatch 1645 has the audacity to call me a fucking troll when he has that name and I'm wearing my real name and real face. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, just unbelievable, right? Just fucking crazy ass. So, for those that don't know, Tamara Leach, who was a face and figurehead of the Freedom Convoy, she used to be, what was her? I think she was the treasurer of the Maverick Party. I think she looked after their finances. I think that's what it was. She had some function in the Maverick Party. The leader of the Maverick Party, Jay Hill, I used to date his daughter. His daughter, I don't know if you can read the chat there. I said, I dated the daughter of Maverick Party leader Jay Hill. She got me my Canadian flag tattoo. So these pieces of shit, Jay Hill's not a piece of shit. He's just not overly bright. Tamara Leach, these people with the Maverick Party who are trying to break up Canada. Literally, Jay Hill's daughter is the one that got me my Canadian flag tattoo. Like, it's terrible what Jay has been doing. Absolutely terrible.
Trudeau claims that we don't have. I think that's what we're trying to also preserve out here is our culture and our identity. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that makes racist. I don't think that makes you a bad person. I mean, I want my grandchildren to grow up with the sort of freedom that I had when I was a kid growing up in Canada.
Watch what alcohol.
Fuck off with your fucking ads. The fuck out of here.
Does to stuck poop.
See this sharp turn right here? The Cleveland Clinic calls it the splenic.
That's why.
And if we
We
can't
should have
have it as a
ad-free
part of
stuff.
Canada,
'Cause it's
then
not
I
right.
certainly hope and pray that we'll have it.
Like I said, I had a bit of technical difficulties. Stuff wasn't plugged in. I was a little bit behind. It's like, why is this all not working properly? So, anyways, sorry about the ads. Normally, this would be ad-free. Fuck was I gonna say? Boom, 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 boom. Ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Yeah, Dean, don't act up or you won't be here, bud. You know how I roll. So you're welcome for giving you another chance. If you want to fuck around, you'll find out. And Jay Hill was like the party whip. He was actually involved in government. I've met Jay Hill. I've talked to Jay Hill tons. Like, I know Jay Hill personally. He generally was kind of reasonable. I don't know what the fuck he's doing trying to break up Canada, but
As an independent and free Alberta.
Absolutely.
I
And as an import to Alberta, I mean, I could definitely feel that. Like, coming here and now look at me, cowboy hat. I own a farm. I got everything. It's definitely a culture that I've learned to accept and that I feel part of. And like I said, I don't want to see it get destroyed because I'm loving this too much, and I enjoy having arguments with my Ontario friends all the time about it. So it's good.
There you go.
Well, you know, we were
wanted to
just at
highlight
the CPC.
Go ahead, Tamara.
Go ahead.
I just was going to add quickly. Sorry, Derek. I was just at the CPC convention a few weeks ago with Rebel News, and there was a lot of delegates there that came from all over Canada, of course, and a lot of them had flown into Calgary.
did you catch what she said there? That she is with Rebel News?
That was their first trip to Alberta, and they all.
It's definitely a culture that I've learned to accept and that I feel part of. And like I said, I don't want to see it get destroyed because I'm loving this too much, and I enjoy having arguments with my Ontario friends all the time about it. So it's good.
There you go.
Well, you know, we were
wanted to
just at
highlight
the CPC.
Go ahead, Tamara.
Go ahead.
I just was going to add quickly. Sorry, Derek. I was just at the CPC convention a few weeks ago with Rebel News, and there was a lot of delegates there that came from.
So she was just at the CPC convention with Rebel News. And it took me a while. Like, I had to look. I had to, like, that is a Quebec flag behind her, not an Israel one, because I really was thinking that was an Israel one back there for a minute. It looked like it at a glance. I was like, wait, what's going on? But if you notice, there's an Alberta flag here too, which I have to laugh about because all these Alberta separatist twats using this flag that they're using, it has the red cross on the white. That's a flag of England. Like, the Alberta separatists are waving fucking English flags. That's how smart they are. It's fucking painful. Like, you're separatist, but you're waving an Israel flag. Got it. Like, that makes total sense. I don't understand that one at all. I think it was here. Let me just fucking check. Well, I gotta get back.
All over Canada, of course, and a lot of them had flown into Calgary. That was their first trip to Alberta, and they all had the same thing to say. Like, just the atmosphere here just felt more free, and they felt like they were in a place where they didn't have to watch what they said, or they couldn't talk about their politics, or So I mean, there's a noticeable vibe here. There's a noticeable atmosphere of independent, strong-minded people that absolutely love freedom. And can take care of themselves. And I think it's so wonderful when people from the other parts of the country come here and pick up on that so easily.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to highlight this, Tamara, just at the end here. Peter coming in with the $7 super chat. Thanks for all your hard work, Tamara. It's one thing I've said a million.
So there's Tamara saying that she works and is with Rebel Media. I gotta do it this way. Close that out. There we go. Bring this one. Oops. This one right here. And here's another one here. And you can see her shirt says Rebel, right? This is Tamara Leach and Chris Barber, the two like heads, so-called heads of the Freedom Convoy fucking clusterfuck. So I've said before, and I've taken issue with Tamara where she fucked up, but now I'm thinking it wasn't by accident. So she fucked up when during the Freedom Convoy, and we were in Ottawa, and I was at the border blockade, and etc. Yes, Scamara, yeah, good one, Shells. She said that with the $10 million that was in the account, that they could afford to keep the trucks there for years. That was the wrong thing to say, because that enabled government overreach at that point, where she's now declared intentions to have these trucks there for years, at which point the government could very easily see it as an occupation, right? Like it's, you can't, like, Tamara, come on. Like, you can't, like, I get it, but no, you can't do that. What she should have said is, cool, now we can politically organize. We can form a political party. We can campaign. We can run ads on televisions and radio. Like, that's what she should have said. And that's what the establishment was concerned about, in my mind, how I see it anyways, was the funds were there for political organization. More funds were raised by the Freedom Convoy in like a week than all the political parties in Canada fucking combined making a year type deal thing. Like, you know, just for sake of argument, more or less. Like, the money was there. It should have fucking scared, like, that should have scared the establishment more than anything. And she should have said, we can politically organize. Like, that would have been the fucking thing to do, right? And again, in my mind, as I see it, because that's how you make change. You can't, I've said it before, we can sit outside and wave flags outside the building and live stream it all fucking day, and nothing's going to change. They're just going to laugh at us. Like, excuse me. We need to get inside the buildings, and the way to get inside the buildings properly is through the democratic process, which the funds were there. Now, here we are 4 years later when I was saying, hey, we need to politically organize. Like, what should have came out of the Freedom Convoy was political organization. We should have formed a political party, ran candidates, tried to do things through the democratic process. That's the only way it's going to happen peacefully, is beat them at their own game, essentially. Again, stress peacefully, right? So Rebel News, Tamara Leach wants to break up Canada. Okay. She was with the Maverick Party, wanted to break up Canada. Now she's with Rebel News, the fucking Zion-Nazi Ezra Levant propagandist. Right? Where she's very openly declared it, and it's clear. Okay, cool. Glad we're on the same page with that one. This is Rebel Media, for those that don't know.
Rebel News claims ownership of an advertising van in Toronto showing anti-Muslim images and messages, which activists say is inciting fear of Muslims in Canada. In a social media post yesterday, Rebel News founder Ezra Levant says the media group is under investigation for running the ads on their company truck. Now, as you can see, the van is showing a group of Muslims praying in a mosque with messages like, "Wake up Canada," and "You're under siege." The CEO of Paramount Fine Foods is offering $25,000 to anyone with information that would lead to an arrest. Toronto Police told CHCH News that its hate crimes unit is investigating this incident. Rebel.
So there you have Ezra Levant with Rebel Media, the Zion-Nazi propagandist, running ads on trucks that are anti-Muslim. Because being a Zionist, Ezra Levant wants you to hate Muslims, right? He wants you to hate Arab Muslims. That's what Zionists want. Didn't Tamara rip off the convoy? Yeah, it definitely appears that way. Hello, Christine. Not sure why you're here with all the horrible things you've said to me. You probably shouldn't be here. You're not a very nice person to me, Christine. Don't know why you're here. Anyways, so Rebel Media is the one that ran those ads on the truck saying, "Oh, you're under invasion. You're under invasion." Rebel Media really promoted themselves and inserted themselves in the whole Freedom Convoy, Ottawa, border blockade, all of it. They were like front and center as some sort of quote unquote ulterior fucking media or alternative media. Sorry. So alternative media. When in reality, and I've been trying to stress this to Tommy Tumper, who just like, I don't know, I guess he's maybe old and stuck in his ways or something and is never going to change. I don't fucking know. But what happens is when you trade mainstream media for shit like the Rebel, you're just trading one propaganda for another. Like, that's literally all you're doing. Trading one fucking propaganda fucking crap for another one when you switch from mainstream media to the Rebel. Like, you're not becoming more informed. You're becoming more fucking propagandized. And you're being turned into a fucking Nazi. Like, Dean, I just literally fucking went over that. Here, I'll do it this way. Yes, Ezra Levant is a self-identified Zionist and a prominent supporter of Israel. Based on his media presence, reporting, and this is just, I typed into Google, Ezra Levant, a Zionist. Based on his media presence, reporting, and personal statements, here are key points regarding his stance. Self-identification. Levant has identified himself as a Zionist and frequently advocates for Israel, particularly through his media platform, Rebel News. Pro-Israel advocacy. He has described Rebel News as one of the most Zionist media outlets in Canada, framing it as a defender against anti-Semitism and a supporter of Israel in the war against militant Islam. He has described Rebel News as one of the most Zionist media outlets in Canada. The dude's a fucking Zion-Nazi to the fucking beyond. And he's programming or shifting or brainwashing and conditioning with propaganda little fucking Muppet puppet talking heads like Tommy Temper and Jeff Lepard from Travel Fund 69 and shit, with the help of people like Tamara. So Tamara seems to think of herself, I don't even know. Is she Canadian? She doesn't seem Canadian. She seems to want to break Canada up. So I don't really want to call her a Canadian anymore. Like, Years ago, they were calling her the Canadian princess and blah, blah, blah. And that fucking, in the stream I was playing there from Unacceptable Fringe, like, she's pretty openly trying to break up the fucking country. And with her admission of being with Maverick, the Maverick Party before, and trying to break up the country, I don't know why people are referring to her as some princess or queen of fucking Canada. That doesn't make any fucking sense. The bitch hates Canada. She wants to break it up. And apparently, she wants to put us on the table for Israel and the US, because that is what is happening, people. Whether these separatist fucking twats in this province know it or not, they are helping the establishment. They are setting us up for divide and conquer. There's a reason why they're after Alberta, who has the fucking oil. Right? Who has the fucking oil? Alberta. Who are they trying to get, like, separate and, like, break off from the fucking main country so that it's, like, appetizing and, like, ripe to be fucking taken over, annexed, invaded, whatever. So even with Canada, we have our fucking Israel infiltrators as well. We have the Zion-Nazis here as well, trying to infiltrate, trying to divide and conquer, trying to fucking make little puppets of our fucking government like Pierre Poilievre.
Pretty big honor for a simple goy from the prairies to stand before you today.
So there's little PP calling himself a goy. There's PP standing in front of an Israel flag with his little fucking hat on, playing dress up, referring to himself as a fucking goy, which is a derogatory comment. It's derogatory. A goy is a derogatory comment towards somebody that's quote unquote not Jewish. Like, you stupid dumb goy. Goy slave beasts. According to the Talmud, the Zion Nazis are allowed to rape goy children. They're allowed to steal from us, lie to us, all these things. And that's what the Zion Nazis worship, is the Talmud, not the Torah. That's what they have their book as, is the Talmud, where they think that they're entitled to everything the dumb goyim have. They're allowed to rape goyim children as young as 3 or some damn thing. Look up the Talmud. Go read what's in the Talmud. That's what this dumb prick is adhering to. So, you all know where I'm at. I fucking hate the liberals. I've never voted liberal. My first political memory is how much I dislike liberals because of backdoor deals and shady shit and fucking corporate fucking deals with their backroom deals with their fucking rich billionaire buddies. And, like, I fucking hate the liberals, and I always have. But conservatives are no fucking better. And this whole freedom movement bullshit, none of it was about freedom. I'm not, having watched a lot of what's come out of the Freedom Convoy and what has happened to the streamers and the directions they've gone and what they've done, etc. There was only a couple of us that actually were for real about freedom, where it was like freedom for all of us, right? Like my Free Palestine truck was at the blockade because it was freedom for everybody, not just one small specific group, everybody, not just white right wingers, everybody, not just Canadians, people around the world. Like it was bigger than dumb cunts like that trying to fucking usher in and usher through agendas to line their pockets and fulfill their ego or some shit. Like, fucking painful. Yeah, we know Rebel News is all fucking Zion Nazi, Dean. We know. Fucking, I literally was going over how Rebel is fucking Zion Nazis. Let's try this. Okay. This is the National Post. The National Post would be considered like your dad's or your grandpa's fucking news if they were a quote unquote right winger. All right, like does financial shit. It's like a right wing Zionist fucking news outlet. Is National Post. It's a propaganda rag. This is what it was: a completely unrepentant Ezra Levant on the witness stand. Oh my, it was a sight to behold. The right-wing conservative writer and TV host alternately dimpling, pointing his index finger at the judge and spreading his arms wide in the broad strokes he appears to favor as much in life as his writing, was testifying in his defense in his libel suit. Fuck off. Testifying doesn't quite capture I'm gonna have to look that word up. Indefatigable. I'm gonna have to look that. It's not often I come across a word I don't know, but well done, National Post. Mr. Levant in full flight Friday in Ontario Superior Court. His evidence in chief was part soliloquy, part lecture, and all theater, as befits the man who begins his primetime 5 days a week show on Sun TV with a monologue, which, as he told Judge Wendy Matheson once, went on so long we had to cancel the commercials because it morphed into a rant of an hour. Blah, 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 blah. Mr. Levant is being sued for $100,000 by Kuram Awan, a Saskatchewan lawyer who about 5 years ago was part of a group of Osgoode Hall law students whose unhappiness with a Maclean's magazine cover story about Muslims blossomed into a series of formal hate speech complaints filed by 3 Canadian human rights commissions. All the complaints were dismissed. Mr. Levant is alleged to have libeled Mr. Awan in a series of dispatches he live blogged from the Vancouver human rights hearing, where Mr. Awan testified in lieu of actual complainant Mohammed Al-Masari, who was then president of the Canadian Islamic Congress, and in several other entries he wrote about 18 months later. In virtually all these entries, he called Mr. Awan a liar. The blog entries were usually gaily headlined, Kuram Awan the liar, and it's intimidated he was also an anti-Semite. That sounds pretty par for course for the Zion Nazis. I want to get to where yeah, he's just saying he's a liar. There's a part in here I want to fucking get to. This is from 2014, by the way. Mr. Levant had written an opinion piece in May of 2009, unusually, as he admitted in the Toronto Star, expressing his approval of Prime Minister Stephen Harper's support for Israel. And Stephen Harper is, on the ticket of B'nai B'rith, the biggest, oldest Jewish lobby in the whole entire planet. Like, Stephen Harper, Zion-Nazi puppet. Pierre Poilievre, Zion-Nazi fucking puppet. I was expressing my political Zionism, he said in the column, and then clearly outraged added, and to this, Khurram Awan is drawn. He reimposes himself. He's rebutting me on the subject of Jews and Zionism in Israel. And yet, Mr. Levant, this is very important. And yet, Mr. Levant, by his own admission, is not a journalist. Open quote. I'm a commentator. I'm a pundit. End quote. He explained to the judge. Open quote. I don't think in my entire life I've ever called myself a reporter. End quote. This is very important. Ezra Levant is pleading with the courts and insisting that he is not a journalist or a reporter. Absolutely not a journalist or reporter. So I have a question. If this fucking little Zion-Nazi cocksucker is openly pleading and declaring that he's not a journalist or a reporter, why are we treating him like a journalist or a reporter? Why? Why are we idolizing some fucking Tamara Leach who's working with the rebel to break up our fucking country so that its oil and resources are appetizing to the Zio Empire? Why are we putting her on some kind of pedestal when she's just a fucking Zio puppet doing the useful idiot that's trying to break up the sovereign nation of Canada? We should be treating these people like that should be treated like treason. You have the help of a foreign agent to try and break up the sovereign state of Canada. This is treason. That is cold, hard fucking treason. It needs to be addressed as such. It absolutely needs to be addressed as treason and action. Like something needs to be done, because I'll be fucking damned if I go stand with my fellow citizens, help try and bring a country together, having Albertans and Quebecers side by side, arms around each other, waving a Canadian flag, brothers in arms, camaraderie. Like it's like we're doing that nation building, and you have little fucking cunt dirtbags behind the scenes undermining it all and usurping what we're doing and having ulterior motives to no, they don't actually want to unite the country. They actually want to break up the country, and they don't want rights for everybody. No. Just the white fucking Christian fucking people, right? That's who you want your shit to be. You don't want rights for fucking Arab Muslims. You don't want rights for people from East India. Like apparently you don't want rights in an egalitarian society for everybody, right? You just want white right-wing fucking assholes to fucking try and dictate to everybody. Well, shove it up your fucking ass. I always will stand with Indigenous people against the horrors and atrocities that are committed against them, from Canada to Australia to fucking Palestine. I will always side with the oppressed, not the oppressor. Always. Always. But I really want to know, when you see this as it's kind of laid out with what's been happening and the targeted breakup of our country because people want our resources and have some fascist society where we're told what and how to live, who has rights, who doesn't. We have no voice against any of this fucking resource exploitation, slavery of the fucking people, right? That's what the Zion Nazis want because we're just dumb goy to them. They think that we should all kiss their ass and they should rule over us. And they're lucky, or we're lucky, sorry, that they let us breathe air. Like, we should thank them and fall over and grovel at their feet and thank them that they allow us to fucking breathe air. Like, we should thank them and grovel. Get fucked. I'm an egalitarian. I'm a hardcore egalitarian. Zionism is incompatible with an egalitarian society. It's completely incompatible. Zionism is founded in fucking racism and supremacy. It's a racist, supremacist political ideology. That's what Zionism is. These fucking twats are like, oh, Zionism's just a home for the Jews. It's a Jewish homeland, a Jewish state. Jews are not allowed a state. It's extremism. Jews aren't allowed a state. It's forbidden. As Rabbi Weiss would say, it's forbidden. Israel is forbidden in Judaism. They're not allowed to have a state. Zionism and Israel are fucking extremism that go directly against fucking Judaism. So while you all nonchalantly, cutely think you're just like, oh, it's a homeland for the Jews. Yeah, what you're telling me when you say dumb shit like that is you have no fucking clue. You're a dumb goy. You're a dumb goy with no fucking clue. That's what you are. Or maybe there are some Jewish people out there that fucking think that way. You're an idiot too. Because you aren't really Jewish, are you? You don't practice Judaism. Because if you practice Judaism, you know Jews are exiled and forbidden from having a Jewish state. I'm going to fucking... I caught this one before fucking... I went live. And it needs to be played. Hopefully Wally doesn't have a problem with this. If anybody has a problem with what I'm doing, I kind of don't really care. I don't think Wally will. Excuse me.
A quoxus, and they're nothing like those.
That's it. That's it. It's absolutely over for American Zionism. The golden age of American Zionism in the United States has come to an end. Joe Kent, the director of National Counterterrorism Center here in the United States, officially resigned from his position over the Iran war, putting it out publicly that Israel pushed us into not just this war in Iran, but also the Iraq war, costing thousands of American troops dying. So this is absolutely insane. The level of just bluntness here is nothing that we've ever seen in a senior U.S. official before. He went on X about an hour ago now, and he stated, after much reflection, I have decided to resign from my position as director of National Counterterrorism Center effective today. I cannot in good conscience support the ongoing war in Iran. Iran posed no imminent threat to our nation, and it is clear that we started this war due to pressure from Israel and its powerful American lobby. It has been an honor serving under the President of the United States and Tulsi Gabbard and leading the professionals at NCTC. May God bless America. And now it goes even further in his letter, and this is where he even starts talking about Iraq, and the way he just calls out Israel bluntly is shocking, not because we didn't know this, of course, but because it's a senior U.S. official. So he writes this letter here, and he states, I support the values and the foreign policies that you campaigned on in 2016, 2020, and 2024, which you enacted in your first term. Until June of 2025, you understood that the wars in the Middle East were a trap that robbed America of the precious lives of our patriots and depleted the wealth and prosperity of our nation. And he goes on and he says, early in this administration, high-ranking Israeli officials and influential members of the American media deployed a misinformation campaign that wholly undermined your America First platform and sowed pro-war sentiment to encourage war with Iran. This echo chamber was used to deceive you into believing that Iran posed an imminent threat to the United States and that you should strike now. There was a clear path to a swift victory. This was a lie, and it is the same tactic the Israelis used to draw us into the disastrous Iraq war that cost our nation and the lives of thousands of our best men and women. We cannot make this mistake again. As a veteran who deployed to combat 11 times, and as a gold star husband who lost my beloved wife Shannon in a war manufactured by Israel, wow, I cannot support sending the next generation off to fight and die in a war that serves no benefit to the American people, nor justifies the costs of American lives. I pray that you will reflect upon what we are doing in Iran and who we are doing it for. This time for bold action, the time for bold action is now. You can reverse course and chart a new path for our nation, or you can allow us to slip further toward decline and chaos. You hold the cards. It was an honor to serve in your administration and to serve our great nation. Joe.
So there you go. There's what Joe Kent. Apparently that was like this morning. Apparently that's went viral. I think Wally goes on to say that it's got like over 13 million views already, and it's getting like a couple 100,000 every 5 minutes type deal thing. I don't know. I haven't fact checked what Wally said as far as the viralness of that, but I think it's becoming more and more evident and clear with every passing day that we don't have a Muslim problem. We don't have a commie problem. Our problem is Zionists. We have a Zionist problem in North America. They're infiltrating. They are taking over. They are trying to get you to go to war. They're fucking raping your kids. Let's get to that, shall we? Because this is what's, to me, is what's going on. Is Donald Trump is 1,000% a useful fucking idiot. And he's a pedophile, useful idiot that allowed himself to get put into compromising positions. Oh, I remember this. Remember that? That's the golden pager. So I'm going to theorize. We'll make everybody happy. I'll put on my tinfoil hat, be a conspiracy theorist. I'm going to theorize and just say fucking bluntly, Trump is blackmailed. I think the soft release of the Epstein files was to let everybody know, hey, we're not fucking joking. We will fuck you all over if you don't do what we want you to do. And they used that against Trump, and we're like, you are going to do what we want you to do, little puppet Trump. And it's reinforced with this golden pager that Netanyahu gave Trump. We all know what happened with the terrorist attack of the pagers, right? Because that's what Israelis do, is terrorism. On a fucking Israelis do terrorism on like a fucking I don't want to say corporate scale. That's the wrong word. Not corporate. That's what they do. Their whole focus and goal is terrorism, to get countries to do what they want, to drive people out of areas, to get what they want. Like they do terrorism on industrial. That's the word I was looking for. Industrial. They do terrorism on an industrial scale. Like that is literally their whole entire being. They came into existence, found their way onto a map through terrorism when they bombed the King David Hotel bomb fucking in Palestine. Zionists bombed the King David Hotel to get the British out because they wanted their Palestine. They wanted their Israel. Queen Elizabeth knew the Israelis were fucking terrorists and extremists. Princess Di did too. This is what's going on, everybody, is that Trump is a little pedophile, criminal, fucking useful idiot for fucking Israel, and he's been blackmailed with the Epstein files and threatened with a golden pager to go along with the fucking Iran invasion, because if he doesn't do it, he's either going to have the Epstein files released, which that's really bad for him because, you know, lots of children's parents will go, you know, unalive him. And if he doesn't, there's also the golden pager route, which is pretty clear, just like they did to JFK. Israel and Zionists have no problem eliminating fucking anybody, really, but they'll eliminate Trump. They'll fucking kill him for sure. And you don't anybody. I can't believe people still fall for that fucking fake ass assassination bullshit. What, did Iran try and assassinate me? No, they didn't. It was Israel trying to frame it so that everybody thought that, though, because that's what Israel does, is fucking terrorism. They're fucking terrorists. All of them. The whole society are nothing but terrorist criminals. Occasionally, you get the odd good one that realizes Zionism is bad. Israel are the baddies. They try and combat against it. They get ostracized from the fucking community, from the country. There's like the Hebrew Canaanite. He's one. He's from Israel. He knows how bad Zionists are. He knows how bad Zionists are. He knows that Israel is ethnically cleansing not just Palestine, but the fucking Levant. Look at what's going on in Lebanon. They're threatening. They even use Gaza scale fucking destruction. Like Gaza is being used as a term for levels of destruction now. That's how fucking bad it is. Gaza levels of destruction. It's fucking horrendous. Absolutely fucking horrific. The ethnic cleansing and genocide. It's pure ethnic cleansing and genocide. It is textbook definition ethnic cleansing. What Israel is doing. Textbook definition. If you look up the definitions of the words the term ethnic cleansing, you will find that that is exactly what Israel has been doing to Palestine for decades, very slowly, until they ramped up. Now, another thing that Israel said is that this could be the last opportunity they have. You know, they tried to make it sound like it's the last opportunity they may have before Iran develops a nuke, which Iran wasn't developing nukes. At least that's how it seems and appears, and all evidence points that Iran wasn't developing a nuke. They should have. Because if they did, these fuck faces, US and Israel, wouldn't have fucking ever attacked them. That's why they don't attack Pakistan or Russia or North Korea, because they all have nukes. Iran should have developed a fucking nuke. Pretty good deterrent from these psycho fucking extremists referred to as Israel and the United States, or the United States of Israel, if you prefer, because they pretty much share a fucking brain. Now, it's sure is fucking weird that I've been talking about the infiltration of Zionists into North America for more than 20 fucking years. And I get called crazy. I get called anti-Semitic. I get fucking all this and that. I got the right fucking calling me a left. I got the left calling me a right. I'm over here going, you're all fucking stupid, because the same behind the scenes people control both. I'm not a right or a left, and you're morons for falling into that trap where they're pitting you against your fucking fellow citizens so you can fight about nothing. The Zionists wanted to fucking bomb and invade Iran. It was happening whether you fucking were a red or a blue. It didn't matter. The breakdown was just of the last few, let's just do the last few administrations of the presidency. Donald Trump was in office and they used him to move the embassy to Jerusalem, right? Acknowledge Golan Heights as part of fucking Israel when it's actually Syrian territory, right? Like Trump has Trump Heights and the Golan fucking Heights named after him, right? He's a fucking useful idiot. Same as Stephen Harper has a bird sanctuary named after him in Israel too, because he's a useful fucking idiot. So in Trump's first administration, they used him to do these things. And the thing is they could get away with it because if there was any kind of blowback, if people freaked out, if there was attacks, if like, you know, if World War III would have started, let's just say, because of the embassy move, they can just blame it on Trump. They'd be like, well, it wasn't us. It was this fucking crazy fucking clown in the White House. That didn't happen. They realized they could get away with this extremist shit. So we can't have Trump left because there's plans for Trump still, right? So we need another useful idiot. Hello, Biden. We're going to put you in, even though you can't even remember what fucking day it is or what age of fucking woman, like, oh my, anyways. So Biden was another useful idiot, and they used Biden to destroy Gaza and fucking, like, invade fucking the West Bank more and, like, conduct more ethnic cleansing and genocide. And Biden sent them the bombs, and Israel was allowed to just fucking bomb the ever-living fuck out of Gaza with complete impunity, just all willy-nilly, freely bombs away. You're out of bombs, here's more. Oh, you're out of bombs, here's more. Biden was used as a fucking useful idiot puppet so that Israel could do to Gaza what they did. Then, well, now we need Trump back because now we need our fucking war in Iran. We need fucking, you know, more shit to go fucking bomb Lebanon. Like, give us fucking planes. Like, it's... The people are being taken for a ride. The people are fucking being completely lied to, taken for a ride, and you don't even have, most people don't even have a clue. You're just dumb goyim slave beasts. You're just sheeple. You're sheeple goy slaves. Like, you're there for the Zion-Nazis to rape your children, bomb your children, steal from you. That's your purpose, is to serve them in their extremist fucking minds. Now, I've been telling all you guys this for ever since I've been on here. But I'm finally starting to get some validation, vindication. Like, it's, oh, look at this Mr. Kent resigning, saying, yeah, no, these are Israel's wars. They're making us do them. It's not, I can't send American kids off to fucking die for Israel and give Israel what they want. Why are you continuing to give them what they want? Why are you voting red or blue? They both serve Israel. Why are you buying into the fucking bullshit that you're under invasion when you've already been taken over by Zionists in your government? You're already taken over. Zionists already control it. You're not under invasion from Arabs. They want you to think that because they want you to turn you into Nazis. They want you to hate Arabs. They want you to hate Muslims. They want you to go kill them all for Israel. and get the goyim to kill each other off. And they're engineering it, conditioning it into the people. And I see it every day. I've been talking about this for years. I see it every day amongst my fellow Canadian citizens. They're being turned into fucking Nazis, hating the Semitic people of Palestine. The dumb goy are supporting the oppressor and hating on the oppressed because they're drunk on propaganda. Propaganda drunk idiots. They've been pushed, steered, manipulated, lied to. People are figuring it out, but it's not fast enough. It's way not fast enough. Hey, cheers, Zena. Yeah, I'm going to go get off here too. I've been on for an hour. I have shit I got to do. Not off to a great start today, so there were some of those things that I really had to talk about. Tamara Leach, yeah, you can fuck all the fucking way right off, you fucking cunt. I'm sorry I ever gave you an ounce of fucking respect. You clearly did not deserve it. Like you had ulterior motives the whole fucking time. You're working for fucking Zionists. You're trying to break up the sovereign fucking nation of Canada, which is treason. You're trying to break up the sovereign nation of Canada with the aid of foreign agents. That's fucking treason, you dumb cunt. RCMP, government of Canada, go do something about these traitors before us patriots have to, okay? Okay, good talk, everybody. Just so you know, you've already been invaded. It's not by Muslims. It's not by Palestinians. Palestine's the homeland and birthplace of Christianity, by the way. All you propaganda drunk schmucks. Like, you've all been conditioned to brainwash to associate it with like radical Islam. And it's the homeland and birthplace of Christianity. There's been Christians in Palestine for 2,000 years. Like, you're fucking stupid. The only time there wasn't Jews in Palestine is when the Christians expelled them. And it was the Arab Muslims that brought the Jews back. But yet, the Zion Nazis want you all to hate Arabs, hate Muslims, because, you know, they want you to go mutually destroy each other, right? They want all you goyim to go mutually kill each other off so they can rule the world in their Greater Israel project. Told you all this for years. When the fuck are people going to start listening? How about free Palestine? Fuck Zion Nazis.